Caitlin. So this is the dude you cheated on your husband with. No, you cheated on your husband with this guy. That's awesome.
Who is this person? She invited her ex. What?
Happy birthday.
Exactly.
You'll get the
Exactly.
bag.
Exactly. That is what you should do if she doesn't respect you enough to invite her ex to a birthday you are throwing for her. That's bullshit. Nah. She doesn't love you, bro. She's in for the money. Good. Yeah.
This is to all you men out there that call yourself wanting to do house dates. So, I don't mind doing a house date, but these are my standards when it comes to house dates. First off, if I'm driving to your house, I automatically, the first thing I want you to do, the very first thing I want you to do is fill up my tank. Like, no questions asked. Fill up my tank. Fill it all the way up to the clicks. Not halfway, not put halfway and a quarter, not a quarter tank. Fill it all the way up. We going straight to the gas station, and you're gonna fill up my tank. Second, once you get done filling up my tank, I expect a home cooked 4-course meal, organic preferably. If you don't feel like cooking, which I get it, you can DoorDash me some really good food. No fast food. I don't do fast food. No McDonald's, no Taco Bell, Burger King. I am not a McDonald's. I am not a Taco Bell girl. Like, no. It's going to be high quality 5-star restaurant foods. Or cook me a 4-course meal.
Well, fellas, she has stated her requirements. The next thing for you to do is just to let her be. This type of girl are going to grow old and die alone with a cat.
After you get done cooking me a 4-course meal and I get done eating, I'm gonna want like a back rub. I just got done driving. Like, I drove a ways to come see you. So like the gentleman thing to do would be to like rub my shoulders a bit. Those are my 3 standards. Like, thoughts, opinions on it. If you feel like it's too high.
Well, the thing is that most of these modern females, they are just advanced hoes. That's just what they are. If you want to just put yourself out there for the money, cool. That's okay. But you have to be ready for the consequences, being that men will not commit to you because nobody is going to do this for a long
Then
time.
that's on you, but these are my standards. Like, I'm not coming to your house unless you're willing to fill up my tank and give me good food. So, yeah, if you feel like that's too high, then yeah, I'm not changing them.
Every time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit nigga that's lit on the internet, and to me, I feel like he was like Miss Cat. Yeah, I met him on the internet. I was in Bahamas for my son's birthday, and he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to get you me. We gonna exchange numbers or what? So I'm like, yeah, because like, he's some fine shit. Like, and when I say he's some fine shit, bitch, he's some fine shit. So on the internet, like, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house, and he young as.
She saw the young dude was flexing designer clothes on Instagram. Lil homie was out here getting money. So when she saw that, she decided she wanted to fly to his city and link up.
We planned to see each other. We planned for me to come Valentine's Day weekend. He really was on some shit where like he was like, oh, come whatever, what time, it don't even matter. Like, do whenever you can come, just come. They come and we talk, and I'm like, like, you ready? Like, I'm at the nail salon. I'm like, you ready? Like, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to meet you, etc. He like, yeah, or whatever like that. But I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. Oh. So I'm like, you good, love? Like, you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is like kind of off. Like, you're not excited as you was. So he's like, oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like, I'm leaving at 10 p.m. at night. I'm like, yo, I took our work for this or whatever, and I already checked into the flight. And he's like, well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like, you can still come. I still go. I get to the airport. I board the flight. Before I boarded the flight, he texted me this hotel, like Cigna or something. It's like one of the best hotels in Atlanta. So I tried to book the hotel online, but everything was booked up. Like, literally, it was no hotel. So he like, well, find whatever you can find and just book it. So I'm like, what's your budget? So he like, what you mean? I'm like, what's your budget? Like, I'll book the room, but when I land, I expect to get my money back. I'm on the plane, y'all. The plane done took off. So the nigga like, oh, the least you could do is pay for the room. So I'm like, huh? He like,
there must have been an energy that she was exuding that the guy found out and decided to opt out. You see, I really have to give it to some young guys out there now. They are getting the message, and most of these guys, they can see the vibe, the whole vibe, the soccer vibe when they see one.
yo, I feel like you could pay for something. I'm funding the rest of the trip. So we start arguing. You really arguing over a $300-something hotel, but you scamming. You hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean, like $20,000. So she know he's scamming. Yeah, he kept arguing. I couldn't believe it because I'm like, bro, like if you getting all this money and you got all this motion, all this going on, like $300 is nothing.
If he has all the money, then he has to be broke because he doesn't want to spend it on you. Make it make sense. The guy doesn't want to spend his money on you. That doesn't mean he's broke.
The record, okay? I suck, period. Whoa. I don't need no sore throat spray, none of that. Sore throat spray? Because I'm not going to lie. I was going to skim off the bone.
But now that this story is going viral, the young rich dude is coming forward. And he's saying the real reason why things went left.
You're a stranger. You get what I'm saying? I was not doing those like that. You a stranger. I don't even know you for real. And you too thirsty. Like, you doing me off for real. But, like, you should be already under the impression. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you not to come for real, because some I got to let you know I got my daughter. If a nigga telling you, like, okay, well, he got his daughter, and you can't, he not bringing you around his daughter, and I mean, you can't be here at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit really went left for real. That Saturday, when it came to the point what it is, she got to text me all, like, extra thirsty ass shit. Like, you got breath mints and, like, numbing spray. You know what I'm saying?
You see, the truth of the matter is that she saw the money and she was hooked by the money and she wanted to actually screen him dry, just like she said. But unfortunately for her, this guy already knows the game and he's already prepped.
Yeah, that's new to me. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to ask me, like, oh yeah, have I ever gave my ass ate, my behind ate? Hold on, what the this lady throwing me off now? Nah, hell no. She won't be seeing me at all. You know what I'm saying? She was scaring me on some like, hold on, what the fuck? You been a little bit too thirsty.
Divas and women that like luxury typically are not good people. I'll just be honest with you. Like, they're just not. They're very self-absorbed, very superficial, and they lack empathy, and they're just spoiled. And these are
just like in the last clip, people that claim to be divas that looks like that, believe me, they are really, really terrible human beings. Just forget the fact that they are women. They are just terrible human beings. Lack of empathy. They just want to scam you and collect your money and use whatever they want to use just to collect the money that they didn't work for. It's terrible.
Women you typically don't want to wife up. Every girl that I've ever met that has this like pretentious attitude of I'm a princess or whatever, they end up being terrible people.
How old are you?
34.
At 34, have you ever been married before?
I have.
And how long was your marriage?
8 years.
Now, why throw it away after investing so much time?
Because at one point you realize that it's time to let it go. Because you have only one life, and you have to respect somebody else's also decision.
What made you realize that it had to end?
It's not always one thing. It's not like, oh, you stubbed your foot a certain type of way, now I automatically don't like you. It's certain things that accumulate over time.
How did you feel in the beginning of your marriage as opposed to the end of it?
I feel like I changed, he changed, we both grew so much, and we both respect each other so much at the end of the relationship and the beginning of the relationship.
So there wasn't animosity or cheating or arguments and toxicity?
Nothing.
It was a perfect marriage.
It was a perfect marriage to the end. And it was such a great, like, even the breakup was so great, honestly.
So in your position, would you ever get married again?
100%, absolutely.
God is trying to tell you something. She ain't for you. Just pack your bag and leave, bro. Father crashes out after catching his daughter with 10 boys. Shows off with his hand.